Hey you guys, how you doing? Hey Katie. Hey Pamela. Just went and got something to eat, and I got Daisy a cheeseburger. Normally I only get her a hamburger, but she's such a good girl. Hey Baz. Hey Mama Bears. So today was like, all right, I got some thoughts on this. I gotta change it up a little bit. Start doing something different on this, or uh, I gotta come up with a different program, man. I need some ideas on this. These interviews just started out as like interesting. I mean, nobody else is paying them down there. I mean, for like 5 minutes questioning. But the long and short of it is, I mean, I know that the cash sometimes they probably buy drugs with it. I mean, I don't follow them over there and I don't watch them buy them, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist. So, we've had this discussion before, and one argument is if you know a woman is going to be a heroin addict or whatever she's into, and you know that if she has money that she normally would have made doing tricks, and she did less tricks, wouldn't that be better than not giving her money? So that's the $50,000 question. Now, I'm not going to rat anybody out or give you specific incidences, but I can tell you that it's a little disappointing today because I think I'm not sure of how much of these cash donations get used for drugs. Like I said, I know some of it does. And normally I wouldn't be privy to information, but I got some pretty good information from people. And I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And I don't want people sending donations of cash to people and me thinking that maybe more money is being spent for drugs than I initially thought. That's just like something's not right about that, So it's the argument, if they're in less cars with less tricks, it's up to them what they do with money. I mean, I kind of think that. I mean, the next option is doing nothing. I think the clothes and the food thing works. I mean, nothing is perfect in this scenario. I just got enough information to where toiletries they can get, I just am suspect on some of this stuff. I mean, I don't want to, if you listen to Calvin, I mean, not that Calvin's the only opinion out there. I'm not the cause of their drug addiction, and they were drug addicts way before I got there, and if I quit going down there, they're still going to be drug addicts. So, how much could I cause by them having money that they wouldn't have had to do to turn trick? Yeah, there's no way I ever knowing this 100%, but I know what people have with regard to their intentions, and it was a little off kilter today. I'm supposed to like feel great, I got this, great, I'm gonna hand this out, and great, they've got something to eat, and I don't feel like that today. And there's like no real way I'm ever gonna know. I mean, drug addicts do drugs, and they need money for drugs, but I certainly don't want that the primary objective, and that's where I got a big problem today. Yeah, that's right. So it doesn't really matter what you send, whether it's boots, or coats, or jackets, or hats, or whatever. It can be sold. Now, I don't know of any first-hand incidents of stuff that I've given them being sold. Rebecca was mad the other day. She talked about Raven. I think maybe that could have happened. But these women, they don't have a place to put anything. If I had to guess, and I hope this is true, I think Raven had a bag full of stuff. She got a date. She put it under a tree. Rebecca saw her do it. I don't think Rebecca did it. Or somebody saw her do it. When she came in, her stuff was gone. I mean, they're not dragging this stuff around with them on dates. So, I don't rule out that's a possibility. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I got some things to hand out yet. Not much. I did find Ebony and I did find Ginger. So the lady that knew Ginger is a young girl who I met today over near Poncho's. And she gave me some clothes. And I just so happened to run into Ginger. Sorry about that. So I've got some people sent some more cash through PayPal. I just went and bought a box of so I can put their name on it and get the rest of the cash out. Now tomorrow my plans are to interview Dan Boyle. You remember Dan? He went to rehab, starting a job. I'm going to hook up with him tomorrow and dish out some few things that I have left. Some food. And head home probably later tonight. Now, I thought I don't feel too good today, but it's a full moon, it looks like. If it's not full, it's close. I didn't look it up on the internet. And I love nights like this. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Look what I got for you. And as you know, I forgot my charger. So what I've had to do is charge my phone in the car all night. But when it's this cold out, it doesn't charge up all the way. So that's why I left it running when I went to eat. I didn't take Daisy because I didn't want to leave my van running if I didn't have to. And I got this phone charged up, so I got a good charge now. I can have a nice chat without worried about it. And I also got cheeseburger for Daisy. Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah. Pretty. Can you beg? You beg for the cheeseburger? I never hardly make her do this. Wow. 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 I never give her cheeseburger, but she didn't really eat anything today. And the cheese will be a little extra for her. I never give her the bread. Wow. All beef patty. Wow. All beef patty. Can you beg for Dad? Wow. I never even taught her this. She just started doing it. Can you believe this shit? Wow. Wow. There's your cheeseburger, hon. Enjoys that. So now I can pay attention to these. I can pay attention to these questions. I just feel like I wasn't having that great of a day anyway. He's got these construction guys that are near me. And if I get my sleep, if I get short on sleep, man, I've been like not feeling that great anyway. And that made it worse. And then I deal with this bullshit. So I'm not sure of another plan. And I even thought about just, I'm supposed to feel like good about doing these interviews and like helping and. And Dan, he thinks that I had something to do with it. I don't think that. I think it was time for Dan. I showed up. We did an interview, and off he went. And let me just give you an example. Like, I had high hopes for Ebony, which is probably stupid on my part. I will admit to being naive to this. But it's like, what am I going to do differently? Hook him up to a lie detector test? Ebony will tell you when you run into her that she's tired. Well, Ebony's high on heroin. And that looks like you're tired. she'll try and bullshit me that she just got out of bed, which she could have done, but it's always that way. And there's a difference in how someone looks when they get out of bed compared to when they shot up heroin a little while ago. So I'm just kind of in a quandary on how to do this. Yeah, I thought I was giving him hope. Well, there's a couple examples. I mean, Jesse's doing all right, but I didn't even know her at the time when she left. Lulu is gone. I'd like to think it had something to do with the letter I delivered. It's a hell of a coincidence. She's gone. I didn't have anything to do with that, just delivered a letter. And, I don't know. Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah, I don't feel that great, really. Yeah, you got you down that cheeseburger, honey. Wow. You're not getting the bun, though. No, you're not getting the bun, hon. So, lady knew Ginger. She knew Ginger as a kid. And, well, I can't control it, but I think, they may be more naive than I am. I'll give you an example. I don't think it really matters. Let me just give you an example. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, and it is the truth. I bought a box of envelopes so I can divide up the cash. Got it all written down right here. So here's the truth of it is, it's not really putting anybody on. I mean, it's no secret these women do drugs, but, Marguerite, right? I get her that wood, she has that food and everything. Well, a guy took her to the hospital, and the reason she wasn't going to the hospital is because she wanted to do a crack before she got admitted. And then she got thinking about they'd keep her because she was on crack, so she didn't want to go. Now, not every Marguerite has admitted to doing crack sometimes, okay? Everybody knows that, but here's my problem. I think Marguerite got $40 or $50 just a couple of days ago. Not that that's a ton of money. She doesn't really have any expenses. And I get thinking about this, and I'm thinking, I gave her a ton of food, ton of clothes. So what did she do with that money other than buy crack? Is that a lot of crack? I don't know. 45, $50 worth? But I don't think people think I'm sending cute Marguerite $50 to fund her crack. See, that's the problem. And, the emergency room thing kind of bothered me. And I don't know for sure that all of it went to crack, but I know that some of it did. And I know that it affected her admission. That's the first thing. The ebony thing I already told you about, always tired. But I think the thing that really got me today is, I ran into a lady that knew Ginger as a young girl. Ginger has 3 kids that are out there and who knows where. Becky has 2 kids being raised by her mother and grandmother. And Miranda has kids. So Maddie has kids. And it's just like, it's one thing, somebody that's down and out and you're trying to help them. It's another thing that where even though you're trying to help them, you're not really gaining much ground. And it really, in my case, takes kind of a lot of the fun out of it of, maybe I have false expectations. I mean, I've always said early on, I'm learning as I go along that I don't give money with strings attached. Well, you know what? Maybe I should. So I don't really know how to do this. I mean, I really don't, but it's not like a good feeling. Like, let's take for an example, if I came down here for 5 more years and I did the same thing then that I'm doing now, I mean, what's it all for? Really? And like I caution people all the time, what got you in trouble is the expectations you have. And I guess I did have some. I think the people that send money have some. If I contacted the same people that sent money, and I said, hey, look, you know what? I appreciate the $50, but could you send another 30 for crack or another 40 for some heroin? I don't think they'd want to send it. So what's the difference? They're relying on me to give them the straight story down here, and that's what I'm doing right now. I like it. Kind of took some of the wind out of my sails of like trying to do the right thing, but I don't know that that's really happening. Yeah, it's Ebony just contacted me, texted. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to do about that, man. I mean, there was about an hour today. I thought, fuck these interviews, man. I don't know about doing these anymore. And what really bothers me, and I don't have any first-hand knowledge of this, but would really bother me if I knew they sold the clothes that were donated to them. Now, Rebecca was using her hand warmer, and I did see those two pink hoodies that uh, the girls wore a few weeks ago. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? Glue a GoPro on the forehead of them and say, if you're going to get any more money, I want this live feed. I don't know really what to do on this. I just don't want to. Yeah, you're right. To do anything to sell drugs. I think they do. What did Tweety say? What did Tweety say? Well, I mean, there is a pretty good time that passes. I mean, when you're out there and you don't have clothes and something to eat, I think 2 weeks is long enough. I mean, some of these people wanted other food, and I just gave them some the other day. If you look at what I hand out, it isn't like I'm giving them days worth of food. It's more like a day or two, maybe one day. A couple cans of chili, couple cans of oranges, Swedish fish. I mean, you could blow through that in a day when it's cold out. You don't think cash, huh, Mama Bears? They sure act like they want the food. I've seen them eat it right in front of me right after while I'm still talking to them. Hey, Deb. So, I just, people, I mean, I'm thinking when I'm driving down there that, like, they're thinking of, like, and she's really endearing in a lot of ways, Marguerite. I mean, but Marguerite did this to herself. No, that doesn't, really change much. But, people are thinking she's sweet and they love her and they want to send her things. And I don't think that, I mean, I'm finding out more, and I don't think that's why they're sending things. That's what I think, really. I mean, yeah, I mean, if there's no expectations, then what's the sense of it all? Jake, what do you think of that? Where if you know somebody, let's take Rebecca as an example, and she has to do 10 dates at $10 a piece. I think it could be more or less, right? And somebody gives her $100 and she doesn't have to do the 10 dates. Is that helped Rebecca in any way? Yeah, they could sell their gift cards. That's true. So what do you say, Jane? Do you say like not do anything for them? No, I know. So so that's right, Jamie. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to gauge. You know what I mean? It's just like you're thinking of Marguerite as like a lady that likes to read, and here she is like lighting up a crack pipe with the money you just gave her. I mean, I don't think that's what anybody thinks when they send the donation. Yeah, just watch it, Amy, and you'll figure it out. Yeah, I know, it's the addiction, you know. Yeah, Kelly, honestly, I don't think it's one or two bad apples. I think it's all of them. I think it's all of them. Yeah, well, three got sleeping bags, hand warmers, and yeah, Sam. Yeah. Yeah, there's no age limit. It's just, at least hopefully, people are. Did you like that cheeseburger, honey? Was that good? Hit you in the belly? Wow. Daisy's pissed she didn't get to go. I hardly ever not take her. You loved that cheeseburger. She wants that bun now. She's not getting it. You want that cheeseburger, honey? So I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to take a vote on it or something. I think it sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind, but are they really getting a voice? Because who doesn't know that there are drug addicted working women everywhere? I mean, if their voice is "I'm a drug addict, thanks for the $10," I mean, is that? Come on up here. Come on up here, hon. Yeah, go ahead, man. Maya. Yeah, probably not. No. That's what I think, Andrea. Yeah. Yeah, I never really took credit for doing anything, but today it was like, God dang, man. I mean, if this is such a great idea, why am I the only guy down there doing it? I never run into anybody doing the same thing. Come on to Betty, hon. Come on up here. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Let me have it, man. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I mean, come on up here, hon. She doesn't like me talking on the phone. Can you believe this? Come on up here, hon. Come on up here. I'll pay attention to you. Come on. Come on up here. Come on, Betty. Come to Betty. Come to Betty. Congratulations, Bruce. Come on, hon. I'm a little tired. I'm better than I was, though. No, she doesn't want to go outside. She was out. Yeah, I will. I just answered like 10% of my emails today. It took like 3 hours. Trying to like not even put a dent in the list. Sucks. I hate it when people don't email me back, you know? My day wasn't that great. Maya, what do you suggest I should do? Yeah, it is, Mike, but I mean, if it's spinning wheels, I don't want to make anybody worse. That's true, Jan. Yeah, that's true, but if it was just me paying for interviews, I wouldn't think a thing about it. Because in my giving $10 to somebody for a 8-minute interview is a bad thing. But people see him and they want to send him money. Maybe nobody should send anything. No one should send anything. You know. I mean, like the other side of the fence is like when I bought him breakfast the other day. I didn't see Allie, and I never met that black girl that she was with, but they were hungry as hell. They got double hot chocolates to go on top of what they ate. So I know they need food sometimes. You know. You know, shit. Hey May, I gave Ebony your box. It's on that earlier live. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw it. Great. Yep. Yeah, it's an idea, Lolita. I mean, maybe just sun. Yeah, you're right. I think they can they can con you. You know. I mean, I found out more information in one day today than I've found out since I've been doing this. Yeah, kind of. I don't really feel that good today, and you know, it's not like this is a great going great. Yeah, sorry, Maya. Is it May or Maya? Probably Maya, isn't it? You know, you see people like Dan. I'm gonna go meet with him tomorrow. Probably take him out to dinner. Jesse's great. Yeah, somebody sent $10 to buy the girls for water, but to be honest with you, like, and I got $20 to blow on chicken feed too. Today. I was afraid to ask about this chicken. I had already heard enough bad news. I just find out she's smoking crack before she's going to the hospital after barely being able to walk. I was afraid she'd say she fucking barbecued the chicken or something 2 days ago on the fucking wood that I gave her. I don't know. That Stan gave her. Yeah, I'm kind of run down. Yeah, Mom, I appreciate it, but I never sit around thinking like, I'm doing some great thing. I don't really go down there to do it. I discuss that. You know, I told you one time I could have rocked these crack babies to sleep in Chicago. I had a buddy of mine that was a priest. And I didn't do it because I didn't want to do something under the ruse of making myself feel good. I didn't think that was a good reason to like do something, even though you know they needed to be rocked to sleep. So I didn't do it, and I never felt that way doing this. I just feel I'm going down there. I'm down there anyway. Did a lot of photography, blah blah blah, and uh, Walmart's a pain in the ass where they're at. It's not one even close. Because I didn't rock the babies because I just never really wanted to do anything where I suspected the reason I did it was to make myself feel good. You know how these people always talking about all this great shit they do. I did this, I did that. I mean, up until these interviews, it was all anonymous, anything I ever did. Yeah, I am doing what I feel is right, and that is disclosure. I'm just telling people what the hell's going on there, and it's going on more so than I suspected, and enough to the point where I don't feel comfortable having their good wishes go for something more than I thought it went for before, you know? Yeah, you're probably right, Laura. Yeah. I've been doing it about 5 years. 5 years. But I've been actually I did it before YouTube was out, but I never recorded them. And I did a lot of photography, and then I got bored, so I got into videography. YouTube. It was kind of new, and I was kind of really looking at it to like keep my own videos. I could watch them later. Cause I got shitloads of videos on tape. Not that many on SD cards, because when the digital stuff came out, I kind of went right to YouTube. But I never drag out my old tapes and plug them in and watch them. But YouTube, I thought, wow, this is going to be great. I'm just going to put my own stuff on here. Really no limit on memory, and thing led to another, and shit luck. One thing that is a little bit of a pain in the butt, and that is I don't want to like be a downer about people giving donations, but it gets kind of hard when like I get a box and they want things to go to 4 different people. You know. Yeah, I really wouldn't say, people think that I do, but I wouldn't say that I'm emotionally attached to these women. Honest to God, I don't think that I am. No, we tried the P.O. box. I did that before. If I ever removed a video, it's because somebody asked me to. They got a job and they didn't want people watching the videos or something like that. Yeah, mission statement. Yeah. Well, I never really did. It was like other people that watched the videos that thought they knew why I was going down there. I was just going down there because it was interesting. I wasn't like saving the world, or I never solicited donations. It's like, hey, these girls aren't doing well. Could you send some fruitcake or a PayPal? They brought it up, not me. Even on the channel, I never say subscribe or thumbs up or any of that stuff. Daisy, you conked out, hun? I gotta take her out a little bit. Yeah, I just think that I think that more money could be going for things that people didn't intend for it to be spent on. Marguerite, Rebecca's a no-brainer. Ebony's always fucked up high. Cricket couldn't even stand up last time. Miranda, nobody's seen her for 2 days. I think Marguerite and the crack, after being able to barely get around and not go into the emergency room because she just smoked crack, was what kind of got the whole ball rolling. Yeah, but I mean that's where I mean it's hard to imagine, and maybe if it is just food or clothing, that maybe that's all it ought to be, you know. I think it's a pain in the ass, Tim. You're right, lab check. Well, I mean, you know, if you're gonna do this, there's always going to be manipulation involved. But like I said last night, you know, Daisy manipulates. I've had girlfriends manipulate lately, employers, uh, friends. I mean, everybody's talking like, you know, get manipulated by these women is just some ultra standard of manipulation. It's no different than getting manipulated in any other facet of life. You know, just because it happens to be a working girl that's on drugs, I mean, who the hell isn't manipulated? This fucking dog manipulates me every day, all day long. Yeah, like this is kind of like some, you know, upper level manipulation. Like I'm just some fucking dumbass down there that doesn't think this is a possibility. I mean, if you think about it, you know, once whatever I have for them is given to them, how the hell am I supposed to know what they're doing with it? Guess? I don't want to do that. I agree, Living Easy. I agree with you. Yeah. I mean, it's just like I don't want to be like a fraud about this. I mean, you know, unless you were 5 years old, you'd always realize what the potential is for the gifts and the money and where they go. But today was a little more of a super dose of what I'd rather not know about, but I'm glad I did. And I'm just thinking, man, these people are sending this stuff and doing these things, and they have this idea in mind of what's going to happen because of their donations. And today, it's like this stuff isn't quite happening to the level I hoped it would, you know, on this last trip. Yeah, yeah, it was kind of an eye opener, man. I mean, it's worse than that. I'd say it's worse than that. Yeah, you're probably right on no more cash. It'd just be nice to be able to. Yeah, but nobody's really answered the question that if, as an example, and I said this earlier, if Becky does $10 dates, I don't know if she does or she doesn't, and somebody gives her have to do. I know Jake made a comment about it. Is it better that she doesn't need to do 10 dates for that time period because she has the money and she doesn't need to trick and get in the car with strangers? I mean, I'm not trying to argue this from a security perspective, but you know what I'm getting at. It's hard to not agree that. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I mean, I'm already at the point where, you know, I know that there's nothing to interview them about anymore. I'm interviewing these. You'll see a couple interviews I did were like 3 minutes long. You know, including Marguerite. It's like, what are we going to talk about? Like, there, I'm interviewed out. I mean, the only thing that makes me like not like really feel bad about it is because They were there before I got there. They'll be there after I'm gone. So how is what happens my fault? You know? Let me get something out of the refrigerator. Let me set this here. You're not gonna get that bun, honey. You're not gonna get that bun, honey. No way, honey. You're gonna get that bun, honey. You're not getting the bun, honey. I don't know any Middlesex. I don't know any other women like Jessie. Another thing, people, criticize me for not interviewing more guys. I don't know that many. I don't know any other guys. I'd interview them. It's not like I'm skipping them. No, I'm not homeless. No, I'm in a hotel because I'm 200 miles away from my house. No, that's one thing I always kind of wonder about. That you know what you find everything out about these people. You know what they do on their dates and what they're known for and that kind of stuff. But the guys, as far as guy on guy stuff, good luck getting anybody to admit that. Now they may not be admitting it because maybe it's not happening, and people tell me that it does, but I don't know of any examples. I've never seen a guy get in a car with a guy. I'm not down there that much, so who knows? Women getting out of rehab? Yeah, see, I don't really know. I mean, these women down here, it's nothing for these women. All these women that I know of, they've been to rehab. They've been to rehab a bunch of times. Some of them to rehab like 10 times. You know? I don't know, GH. I don't have any evidence of that. All right. That's possible, pure life, yeah. That's the thing. You really never know why someone's doing anything. Not yet. Nope. I'm not going to cancel it because people are planning on it. But I'm not exactly waiting to get into my Santa suit like I was. No, I'm not going to give up on her. I can't even say I'm disappointed in her. I'm disappointed in the situation. I mean, I think these people, a lot of them have realized their health is so bad. They've got so much shit wrong with them that they're just going to ride out the storm, and what happens, happens. I mean, if they'd have been concerned about their health to begin with, they wouldn't have gotten the position they're in. And trying to get healthy after you've done 40 years of cocaine is a pretty remote possibility. So, maybe, I mean, she chooses to do what she likes, and it's just so different from somebody that's not that way. I'm not trying to get Marguerite to start knitting mittens for kids in third world countries, but Jesus. You're exactly right, Raspberry. That's true. Inflammation. It can actually cause a heart attack. You're right. You work in a dentist office or something like that? May, I don't really, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if I could just, like, if a normal person did it, I would agree, but I don't want to really claim that, I don't think she has the capacity to do something as a slap in the face. I mean, I put her, intellect right with like a baby rabbit trying to cross the expressway. Yeah, well, that's right. That's one thing I honestly believe, though. They do hate their life. I do. You would think, well, how can you hate your life and not quit? Fuck, shit, I don't know. They don't know. But I do think they hate their life. I mean, you look at Rebecca as an example, man. She can just fall and sob with one word, one comment. Now, I couldn't do that. Could you guys just start sobbing like at the drop of a hat over whatever? Nothing? Just start bawling? Yeah, Mama Bears, email me and I'll email you my number. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, I never knew women that could cry like that. They could cry like that if you're in a argument, you're for a relationship, but I'm, they can like just turn on the tears like in an instant. You could, Alicia? Oh shit, huh? I just can't. I can believe like a sob story, and but that is really convincing and believable. I just couldn't believe somebody like Rebecca. She'll sob like you just cut her legs off. Yeah, now that I would believe. Hormones. I think so, Cricket. Yeah, you're right, KF. I'd agree with that. Rebecca, you out there? Rebecca, you out there? Yeah, Caroline, you could be right about that. You know? Yeah, that's what I kind of thought, Tammy. Oh, wow. Yeah, Katie, that's what I think sometimes, you know what I mean? What I think, it's just such a, just such a giant mountain to scale from where they're at to like, what, working at a Starbucks and paying 80% of their income to rent. Oh, thanks, Brandon. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, you're right, Tweety. Hey, Steffi. Yeah, chemical imbalance. I don't know. Yeah, email me your number and I'll give you a call. Becky's got an 11 and a 13-year-old child. Hey, Craig. Yeah, okay, Mitzi. It just doesn't seem believable to me that you could be a woman like Rebecca. She's been out there like 11 years doing this shit. It just doesn't seem like a body could take it. You wouldn't think it could take it that long, Jacksonville. I mean, it's nuts. I appreciate it. Yes, send me your number, Greg. I'll give you a call. I'd rather people than email, man, because I just can't keep up with the emails. Yeah, you're right, James. I think you're right. No, tomorrow I think the high is going to be 13 degrees. It already broke the record for snow last night, and tonight it's going to be minus 4 degrees here at 3 in the morning. Minus 4. And they're in abandoned houses. No way, Larry. That's a bad example. There's no way is it tougher than an all-wheel drive. It's Astro, too, not Safari. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Marker. Yeah, you're right, Courtney. Becky told me she doesn't have periods since she's been on heroin. No, Maserati, you're right. You're right. Wow. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I answer all emails if I have time. They just get so buried because I get an email. I wish they separated them. If I just got an email for every question or comment, I get those, and then regular emails, then my emails, then emails off the chat. It's like, God. Oh, thank you, Terry. Oh, really, Alice? I wonder what the deal is with that. Hormones? I know a guy that spent 3 hours trying to track down Marguerite in the hospital and he couldn't find her anywhere. Yeah, W&P, I don't know that for sure. I saw Maddie today, talked to her for about 5 minutes. Oh, okay, Steffi. Divine intervention. She's still down around there, Donnie. I shouldn't say that. I rarely run into her. I don't know. I think she's down there. Somebody put a comment on a month ago or so that she was in prison with Jennifer at one time. Yeah, I had depression before I ever did this. No, she's not. She's not in the ER. He looked. I think Wendy's out there. I don't know for sure. I don't run into Wendy that much. She called me maybe a week before I came down here. Needed a coat, and I tried getting a hold of her, and her phone was disconnected. Somebody told me her mother came and got her, but the mother lives with a guy that doesn't want anything to do with Wendy. So honestly, I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, Orton, that's interesting. Huh. Somebody told me Cricket's living with an old sugar daddy, about a 65-year-old guy. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It does happen to me. I get down here and like the fourth or fifth day, I get burned out, I guess. That's true, Ash. I'm feeling okay, I'd say. I think Becky is staying with the older guy. Maddie's where she's always at. House of Dank, right on, man. It's not opened yet. She does, free spirit. You're right. House of Dank is like a dispensary for legal marijuana. I don't have. I have a couple interviews, but I mainly have a few videos on stuff that I handed out. I'll do a follow up at the end. Not many though, really. I did a lot of still photography. Not really that much. Like I think I took like 300 photos. I got some other bullshit videos. Nothing great. Oh, thanks, Pam. Pam, what do you think of women getting cash donations? I can tell you right now, Becky is never going to leave that street. No way, no how. She doesn't want to. Becky is not leaving Michigan Avenue. Ramen, you relapsed, huh? I don't even. I just had the TV on from earlier. Watching anything? Yeah, that's what I say, Tweety. I didn't see Lacey. Nope. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. House of Dank, DANK. I'm sure they have a huge website because they have full, giant, really nice billboards along I-75 going in and out of Detroit. House of Dank. You're right, Free Spirit. That's exactly it. Yeah. Penny's deal was a dispute over $10. That's what I was told. Yeah, House of Dank. Marguerite, COPD, and who knows what else. I don't think Maddie's going anywhere either. You just give me the names of the people, and I'll tell you yes or no based on my observations and people I talk to. I do. I upload it. Yeah, I upload it on the same channel. Yeah. My. Hey, I want you to block this Melissa Cloud. Get her out of here. She's nothing but trouble. If there's any moderator on here right now, get rid of this Melissa Cloud. She's a two-faced troublemaking bitch. Jake, if you're on there, get rid of that Melissa Cloud. She's totally bad news. I'll try and do it myself if I can find her. Fucking phony bitch. Yeah, she's bad news. I mean, honest, you guys, to be completely honest, Maddie looked today like she'd been working in an oil well for a month straight. I barely recognized her. She's nothing but trouble. She's always on those other websites starting up bullshit. And everybody was really nice to her over here. Yeah, Maddie looks super bad today. I mean, I just felt so bad. I was talking to a guy in ponchos, and she tapped me on the shoulder. And I was going to go over there, and I just didn't have time. Oh, sorry about that, Alice. No, I wasn't streaming. I was in there talking to a guy in ponchos getting some chicken tenders, and she came up to me. And that's kind of a little bit of a walk over to ponchos from where she's at. You wait till tomorrow, it's going to be super cold. Yeah, I would like to, Tweety, and I think he'd probably be up for it. But to be honest with you, I don't really. I told Gar today, man, you need to just my opinion. You're a great guy. I love you. I'd do anything for you, but you need to stay out of all this stuff, man. I appreciate you being kind to Marguerite and stuff, but I'd just do your job. How you doing? I wouldn't get involved in any of this. There'd be nothing worse than a guy like me, the way I've explained how my day went today, if I worked down there. People come in there and say, oh, there's that motherfucker over there, nosy, sticking his nose. I think Gar should just play middle of the road and stay uninvolved. Yeah, I think he's smarter than good guy. I think everybody really likes him, but he really doesn't fit in that neighborhood. He's such a good guy. He's like a guy you'd think would be a stockbroker or something. Yeah, I don't know about that, KF. I thought that for a little bit. I interviewed Tassie more than that, 3 or 4 times. I don't think Jamie's got a chance either. No, it's not, Tim. It's legit. Hey, Oceans. Yeah, Ebony's got a lot of positive parts of being human. I mean, great personality, super sense of humor. She's smart. Carry on a great conversation. Like Ebony and I talked for about 40 minutes the other night when I took them out to eat. Most of these women, most of these people communicate with their families, Patricia. They communicate with them. Yeah, you're right, Matt. May. Yeah, Lacey's a sweetheart. Yeah, she really is. I don't know. I doubt it, WNP. I hope I'm wrong. I think she's with her mother, maybe. I hope she could. I really do. I just don't see any evidence of it. Yeah, I hope it works out for Lulu. Her sister-in-law contacted me, and I talked to her for about 5 minutes. Really nice lady. And I wanted to call her, but I don't want to call her and find out that her letter, her husband's letter, didn't have anything to do with Lulu leaving. So I just leave it alone. She has my number. She could contact me. I hope that's what happened. Alice, I don't think Ginger has any chance. Zero. Yeah, May, I'd agree with that. Yeah, it's a good question. They do have a way out, David. They don't want to pursue it. Hey, Gretchen. Yep, honeysuckle. I can see you. Yep. Hey, Pip. How are you? Yeah, I know. It's been 16. Before, a lot of times this isn't normal sex these women have with these guys. They get choked and all sorts of shit. I'm 60 almost. No, that bitch. No, I don't. No, I haven't heard from her lately. Honestly, Tweety, she got to where she was driving me nuts. Yeah, May, I think you're right. Cricket, no chance in hell. I mean, it doesn't get any more upsetting than to know the children that these women have. I can't imagine like having a mother that you knew was out there walking the streets. No, he's not Tweety. No, pretty good, Beverly. Yeah, I think you're right, Kay. No, I just think it's. I don't, Kenneth. I don't think it was like getting beat up or anything. I just think the conditions, you know. Yeah, it sucks. Lab chick. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, May. May, so did you always have you like been a working girl and like have a drug problem your whole life? Oh, okay, May. No, I didn't see her in there. So you don't do that anymore, May? You don't do that anymore? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's fine, Pip. That's cool. Are you around Dearborn? Hey, Mark. Where's Becky at? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, good for you. Congratulations. Hey, Karen. Where's Becky at? Which one is hers? Which one's Becky? Oh, that's interesting. I don't think so either, Larry. Oh, good. Oh, okay, Jeannie. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I would be surprised. I don't know that many. Yeah, Alice, I agree with that. Yep. Wow, Caroline. Oh, cool, man. Tweety, ban anybody you think's a stalker. Get my drink. Right on you go, baby. Hi, baby. Baby, you didn't get out enough today? You sweet baby. Huh? Good girl, honey. Good girl. Yeah, it's got a drink. Oh, she did? Okay. What's the question? I can't see him when I'm on this chat, and if I go off the chat, you guys get the timer circle. You know, I have 2 minutes left of battery, which I can't figure out because it was at 100%. So I probably got about 4 minutes left. Yeah, I'm gonna meet her tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, I can't see it on here. I'm gonna sign off here in like 1 minute because it says I only have 11%, and I won't have enough to answer her email. All right, Red Raider, take care. Hey, Dad. Good night, Terry. Hey, Becky, I'm gonna call you in a minute. 1 minute. All right, Deb. Good night, May. Yeah, thank you.